Elon's really not leaving. He's going to be back and forth, I think. I have a feeling. It's his baby, and I think he's going to be doing a lot of things.
Oh, we knew that it was too good to be true. As you just saw, we are not quite rid of Elon Musk just yet, not in our government, as much as many of us would like to be. The interesting thing is Trump may be in that group as well, based on what he's been saying behind closed doors. But first, we do have to set the record straight on one thing. We previously reported on Musk's alleged drug use, and he has responded to those claims. He said Elon Musk lashed out when asked about a New York Times report alleging he was a frequent user of the drug ketamine during the 2024 campaign. And he said, the New York Times, is that the same publication that got a Pulitzer Prize for false reporting on the Russiagate? Let's move on. And we will move on right after we play this other video from Trump and Musk's farewell presser.
Well, it's a very sad case. It's a case we win. We can't lose that case because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that. But I don't think Harvard's been acting very nicely. I think Columbia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. They've acted very well. And there are other institutions too that are acting, but Harvard's trying to be a big shot. And
Jayar, there is more to this story. I want to get your thoughts on what we just saw. We know that Elon Musk, even if he leaves the White House, even if he leaves DOGE, whatever that means, it doesn't effectively mean a whole lot to the American people because the department is still there. It's still being run by people who idolize Elon Musk and who are hired by him, presumably, or who at least are there doing the bidding of this department that he helped to build. So even if Elon Musk leaves the Oval Office and he's not in there anymore doing press conferences with Donald Trump, it doesn't mean that we're gonna see a whole lot of change or that there's a lot of hope for people who are worried about their jobs or their entire departments getting doged.
It's really weird. Make sure I'm up. It's really weird because Elon Musk, first of all, didn't respond to the New York Times report. He just said, "Isn't that same publication?" Because the whole point in this case is to just act like they don't have any credibility. Didn't address what was said. There's a reason he didn't address what was said, because what was said is true. In fact, there's this guy, his name Elon Musk, is from CNN. It says, Elon Musk details his prescription ketamine use, says investors should want him to keep using it, keep taking it. That was dated March 18th, 2024, I believe. That was during the campaign when the New York Times said he was using ketamine during the campaign. Weird that it was actually exactly what the guy who said discredited the New York Times reporting what the hell he talked about. None of it ever has to make any sense. You just have to say, let me discredit this group right now and expect all the people who believe everything I say to not pay any attention to what I've said before, which is the exact opposite of what I'm saying right now, which actually isn't the opposite of what I'm saying right now because I'm not denying that I use ketamine. Except the fact that he's floating all over the place every time that you see him behind the president talking nonsense about something else. This is the people, these are the types of people that are leading the country. These are the folks that are supposed to be the patriots, the honest people, the honest brokers of the country, instead of talking about these drug addicts and these drug dealers. Hey, there's a reason there's drug dealers and this free flow of drugs through the open borders of the country is because people like Elon Musk use it.
You know what? He's rich though, Jayar. He is a rich white man. He's not who they're talking about. He's not the demo. He's not who they're after, right? It's different for him. Rich white people get to do ketamine and go to the Oval Office and fire everyone from their jobs, and then their drug use will never be called into question. It's also extra funny to me. Maybe funny is the wrong word, but it's interesting how all these allegations are coming out about how extensive his drug use is right now. And he's everywhere with this black eye that he says he got from his child. Like the optics of it are impressive almost, but there is some behind the scenes drama that we do want to get to. So starting off, here is Trump and his take on DOGE, and it kind of just says it all. Trump asked, according to administration officials, was it all bull? Wondering whether Musk could have ever come close to the cuts he promised to carry out through the Department of Government Efficiency. And on Musk himself, here's what he had to say. Trump has described Musk to aides as 50% genius, 50% boy, according to White House staffers who heard his comments. Another White House aide said that they heard Trump call Musk 90% genius, 10% boy. So he is part boy either way. Either way, part boy, sometimes 10%, sometimes 50%. Who's to say which is worse than the other? These sources say that the pair remain close, which I don't believe for a second. There's no way that these two were ever friends. You can't have two billionaire friends, especially when one is as insecure as Donald Trump, right? When the one who has less money, and although arguably more power, is Donald Trump, right? As Trump said, Musk is not really leaving, and to prove that, he gifted him the key to the White House, which is funny because, I know it's symbolic, but it's just funny, the idea of somebody walking up to the front door of the White House and opening it with a key. So, Jayar, what do you make of all of this?
They don't have to be friends. Musk bought him, so he gets what he wants because he bought him. By the way, the way he
though?
well, I mean, when remember he had that used car sale in front of the White House.
I do remember that. Yeah.
After that, I think he gave him about 100 million. It was something like that. It was a payment. So this guy's bought. He's paid for. They don't have to have a great relationship. They don't have to like each other. So that's why he's saying, I have a feeling he's still gonna be around because I'm still expecting more money for me to continue to do whatever the hell he wants. He infiltrated the federal government. He installed all of his computers and got attachments to all of our information that he wanted. And we've just forgotten about that. Do we remember that? There was multiple stories about how this guy has infiltrated our entire systems, has access to your tax information, your social security numbers, your entire damn life. And then the next day, Donald Trump signed another executive order, so he moved on. None of that changed. This guy's still siphoning and sucking off of the American people because he just uses us for his whatever the hell he wants, for his billions. Honestly, he ended programs and investigations and departments that looked into his corruption. That's what he paid for. It was a transaction. Donald Trump went on that trip to I don't know if he actually went to Qatar or not, but when he was gonna get the plane from Qatar and then went to Saudi Arabia, those were all business transactions for himself. He doesn't have to get along with any of those leaders. All he has to do is get paid by them. That's why he's bragging about, how many billions I'm bringing in for myself and my own business interests? None of these things are friendships. It's a constant transaction. He's a transactional president and he's always the one getting purchased because he's got a for sale sign both on his forehead and his ass.
I mean, I know that we have to move on, but it is funny to me how they always try to pretend that they're friends, right? Like they really have to sell this bromance to the American public. And we all know why, like what this is. We know why he's there. We know that he's only supporting Donald Trump because it benefits him or his business in some way. He said that he supported Trump because the Biden administration was investigating his business practices too much. And he said that I can't have that anymore.